Welcome to Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube channel video. You're here with your channel host GBHL James.
And Steve.
And we're here with Steve. And Steve's just come out of a bat rep versus Jamie, so now he's got a bat rep versus me. We're going to roll for the Star Road tonight, we're going to see what we're going to be playing, and we're going to show you the forces that we're bringing now. So Steve is bringing here his 600 point Throne of Skulls list. So what have we got here, Steve?
We have Faramir maxed out with 6 Knights with Shields. We've got Damrod with 9 Rangers, all with spears. Fall on the Fat with 8 Axemen and 4 Clansmen. That's
a nice conversion.
And Beragond with 10 Fountain Court Guard.
An equally nice conversion. That is our Gondor and Fiefdoms 600 point list. So we're going to roll to see what scenarios we're playing. Now we're playing 1, which is to the death. So this is how it's looking after deployment, and as you can see, most of Gondor's forces are over here on that right flank, facing off against very weak looking elven left flank. In the meantime, in the centre there, we have the twins with their warband, and then a warband of rangers over on the corner. So that's our battlefield. We're going to roll for first turn priority now. And it goes to the Elves. So here's how it's looking after the end of movement. The Elves decided to move back 3 inches so they could still shoot. A little bit worrying with cavalry being in range. In the meantime, Gondor moved up, really piled up on that right flank, looking quite strong. We've got the twins in the middle with their elven warband, have moved up the centre, being challenged by Forlong and his fiefdoms in the middle there. And then of course, is it Madril or Damrod?
Damrod.
Damrod and his rangers have stayed still over there, so we are going to go into shooting now. We're going to start off with the elven shooting, and all the elf bows here on this left flank, because they're obscured by the trees towards these guys, they're actually going to be firing over at the fiefdoms there. So they have all moved, so we need 4s to hit. We can get that many hits. So we need 5s on the axemen at the front, and we get 2. 2 axemen go down, just 2 on this end. And we're going to have these 4 bowmen doing exactly the same, just shooting through at the fiefdoms there, needing the 4s to hit. And we've got 3 hits. And again, we need 5s to kill all round. Oh, 1 cocked dice. No. And we don't kill anything with that shooting. So let's go on to Gondor shooting. We've got Damrod and his rangers are going to be shooting through, trying to get through to the twins. There's quite a few in the ways, but let's see what they hit. So they haven't moved. So 3s across the board. And we get that many hits. So we had 6 hits. We're going to say that there's a first rank. So how many get through to the first rank? And 3 get through and 3 hit the first rank. So 3 that hit the first rank will need 6s.
That one's Damrod's.
And nothing there. Next 3, do they get through the second rank? And all of them get through. So, do they hit horses or riders? We've got 2 on riders, 1 on horse. Okay, 1 on the horse. That will need 5. Oh, and 1 horse is going to go down, so I'll roll for a rider in a minute. I'm guessing your 2 on the rider will be on... Do you want 1 on each, or do you want 2 on the one who's...
I'll do them both. Not really that, does it?
Yeah, defense 7, so you need 6s by... Oh, defense 6, sorry. So just 6s. Oh, and you get a 6 and a wound, so I'll have to roll my fate now. So, Throne Rider first of all. And he's okay. And next up we've got the fate point for the other. And he doesn't pass it. Does he use his second fate, or does he might? Yeah. He's going to use... They've got 3 might each, haven't they?
3 might. 3, 2, 2.
Yeah, he's going to use a point of might to help that. So that's how it's looking at the end of the turn after some effective shooting on both sides really. Let's go into turn 2 priority. And it's priority Gondor. So here's our battlefield after movement. So Steve continued to pile up around on that right flank, threatening the elves who've dropped off half again just to try and get some shots off. Some of them broke away in the meantime to go and help what looks like a bit of a scrap in the middle. We've got 1 of the twins managed to get in, some of the high elves charging in on the fiefdoms, hoping to find maybe a bit of a weak point. And we do have some shooting, so we are going to go into that shooting now. So we're starting off with Beragond here, so we don't forget, and he is going to be shooting. It's a lovely conversion. He's going to be shooting at 1 of the bowmen at the front, so he hasn't moved, so he needs a 3. And he hits, and he will need a 5 to... Oh, sorry, no, he needs a 4 to kill. Oh, and he gets a 1, And luckily the bowman survives. So we've got 4 rangers at the end who are going to be shooting across at this Nolduin exile who's trying to run across to help the Elven twins. They've not moved, so need 3s. And you get 2 hits. And those 2 hits will need 4. Need 5s for them. And you get it. 2. Pew pew. And another elf bites the dust. So we've got 5 and Damrod who are going to be firing at the elf bowman here through their 2 shield buddies. So needing 3s to hit. Wow. Wow, only 1 misses. So what gets through? 4 of them hit the rear rank. So the one that gets through, all the same. Oh, we can do these guys. So needing 6s. Nothing. And this one needing 6s as well. No. So luckily those elves survived that, and with that we are going to go on to the elven shooting. So it's elven shooting, and we're going to start with the 2 shots here. We're going to be trying to shoot at Faramir, maybe knock him off of his horse. So these guys didn't move, so they need 3s. 1 hits. Does it get through? No, it hits the guy in front. Does it hit his horse or him? Hits him, and needing one of those element game signs again. Oh! So the rider in front, that's the one. He dies. So we've got the 2 wood elf archers here. They're going to take a shot at Beregond. They did move, so they need 4s. 1 cocked, 1 hits. So just 1 hits. Does it get through the fountain court? It does. Does it hit horse or him? Cocked. Hits him. And he's defense 6, so we need 6s. Oh, and it's a 5. So Beregond survives. Next up, 2 archers on the end are going to fire through at that knight that's threatening on that right flank. They move, so they need 4s. 1 hits. Does it get through the fountain court? It does. Does it hit horse or rider? It's the rider. Need another element game 6. No. And I'll do the next 2 doing the same. 4s to hit. Both hit. Do they get through? Neither get through. So we need 6s on the fountain court. No. And that endeth the shooting phase. So at the start of the combat phase, the twin here, which one's this? The one that's a wound down?
It is. It's a might down as well. It is Elrahir.
Elrahir. He's going to go down another might point, and he's going to call that heroic combat. So he's also going to feint, as is the elf bowman in front, using the fight value of spearman behind. So what does the clansman and axeman get?
6.
You get a 6. And we get a 6 as well, so we take it. So I'm just going to start off with the feinting 2 strikes from the archer. So we need 5s, re-rolling 1s. Nope, the spearman behind, 5s. Nope, this is always the way. And then the 6 dice.
Yeah, needing 4s, feinting.
Needing 4s, re-rolling 1s. Yeah, so the twin does it, and we continue heroic combat. So that's what's happened after the heroic combat. So we're going to go on to this one now. We've got piercing striking axeman of Lossark versus the elf, who's just going to fight it normally. They're both going to go for it. Let's see what happens.
6.
Oh, and the axeman gets it. So what does he go up to? He goes up to
6.
Strength 6, so he needs 4s to kill the high elf. And he doesn't do it. And we move back an inch. Next up.
We'll do these 2 against him.
So we got the 2, so I'm going to feint with my high elf in front. This is your 1. You get a 1, so we take that. Okay, so you can move sideways so you won't be trapped. Okay, so re-rolling 1s on the purple dice. And he lives, we don't get him. So next up we've got the twin who charged in. Piercing strike. We get a 6, so we take it. And we need... oh, you go down to... You go down by 2, so we'll need...
3 to 4s.
Yeah, so we need 4s. 4s. And he's very, very, very dead. And that takes us to the end of the combat phase. We're going to go into next turn priority straight away. It's mine anyway. So it's priority to the elves. So, although it's priority to the elves, Forlong has decided to call a heroic move, and he's going to be countered by Eladan on the floor using his first point of might. So, on a 1, 2, 3, it's going to go to the men. On a 4, 5, 6, it goes to the elves. goes to the men. So here's how it's looking after movement. So Forlorn couldn't quite get into combat. He was blocked off by a couple of his guys. But Steve did use it to make sure that one of the twins didn't get his charge off. And then, of course, everything was promptly counter-charged. So looking a bit dodgy for a couple of the fiefdoms in the middle. Nice little mini battle going on there. In response to that, the Rangers moved up half, probably looking to pick off a couple of the supports over here. And Baragon's moved over, realising that the fight in the centre might swing towards the Elves. In the meantime, Gondor is leading the retreat there, back behind the house, as the High Elves also move back. And we've got the very strong-looking phalanx of Fountain Court, backed up by the Knights of Minas Tirith, menacingly looking on there. We are going to go into shooting now. So everything over here is going to try and fire through that phalanx towards Faramir, maybe try and pip him off of his horse. Everything moved, so we need 4s. And we get 1 hit. So, the solitary hit, does it get past the first rank of 5? No. So needed 6s on the Fountain Court. And that is our shooting. We do have one more shot. We've got this Elven Bowman there on the end. He's shooting over and he's going to be picking off one of the Rangers on the end there. So he needs a 4. And he doesn't get it. First up, we've got Damrod and 4. They're going to be firing at the Elf support there. So they have moves, they need 4s. And Damrod and 1 hits. So just roll 1 at a time. If you get the 6, you'll kill him, and then we'll do an inner way to move on to the next one. So 6, nope, and Damrod, nope.
I'll use his might.
You can use his point of might.
His point of might.
To kill off that elf support there.
Yeah, so Damrod's got no might.
So Damrod's got no might, and we're going to go into the final 5 shots now. So the final 5, they're going to be shooting past this rock, so they will have the inner way, and they're going for that one, and then anything that, if he does die, we'll roll to win 1 at a time, we'll then move on to that one there. So you need the 4s first of all. And you get all of them. So you've got the 4+ for the rock. And 2 get through, so roll 1 at a time. Does it hit, does he kill the first one? Nope. And do you kill him with the second one? Nope. You needed 6s. So from that shooting, 1 High Elf dies. We're going to be moving into the combats now. So we're starting off with the 2 Noldrin Exiles who are going to be fighting against... they don't have swords or anything, do they, by themselves? Or? No. So we've got the 2 Noldrin Exiles versus the Axemen of Lossark, who gets a... It's a 4.
It's good. Oh.
But it's not good enough for those. So, okay. So we need 5s to kill him. And we get him, he's dead. So next up, we're going to have the twin, who's going to use his special rule, which gives him the 3 strikes. He will feint, as will the Elf Bowman in front. So let's roll, and we get 6s.
You might
Okay.
as well feint in those fights.
So the fainting archer kills him. Another clansman goes down. We'll go over to this high elf here, who's fighting 2.
This one?
Yep.
Piercing strike with Axeman.
I'll be shielding. And we get a 6, so we push you back. And then we've got the 1-on-1 here between the Axeman and the High Elf Bowman. Just going to fight as normal. Get the 2. We get a 5 and we win it. So we need the 5s to kill.
No.
And he goes down. That was a good
Come
roll.
on, lads.
And then next up, we've got the 3 here. The 2 here. We've got a fainting High Elf Bowman and the normal shield dude. And you're fainting, so what do you get? You get a 4. And we get a 4 and we take it on fight value. So the purple dice is the fainting, and the shield dude gets him. And next up, on the horse, we've got the 2.
I charge you now.
Yep, so I've only got 2.
Got piercing strike.
Makes sense. Piercing strike with the guy in front.
Yeah.
So let's see what we get. We get a 5.
6.
You get a 6. I'll use his final point of might, is it? I'll use his final point of might to win that. And then needing... Are you piercing struck? So you go down to... So I need 4s. So 4s.
Yeah.
And we kill him.
That's a worthy trade.
Yeah.
For a guy.
So, there we go. That's how it's looking in the middle. We're going to go into the next turn priority. 3. And it goes to Gondor. So here's a battlefield after an interesting movement. I called a heroic move there with Error just to get those guys back even more. Classic running away, as someone put on the Facebook apparently. In the meantime, some of these knights have decided to threaten to go into the middle, as have the Rangers charging in there. And the Fountain Court and Faramir continue their drive on towards Gondor. And this is how it's looking in the combats with the fiefdoms here. So it's very messy. Be interesting to see who wins through on that. With that, we are going to go into the shooting. So there's no shooting on the Gondor side, but we do have some shots over here, so we'll do them now. So the only 2 shots that we have available are the 2 Wood Elves, well, Noldrins here, and they're going to be firing, hopefully, to get something at Faramir's horse. They moved. 1 hits. Does it get through the first rank at Fountain Court? Yes. Does it get through the second rank at Fountain Court? Yes. Does it hit his horse? Yes. So we need a 5 to kill his horse. Oh, yeah, but you couldn't have got a better results. Front rider, he rolls a 1. No, he gets a 4. But Faramir is off his horse, and that is a big deal. That is a very big deal.
Oh, it's alright. He's with them boys anyway.
So, wow, here's how it's looking. And at the start of the combat phase, Steve had decided to call heroic combat with the Fat Man himself, Fall on the Fat, against that 1 high elf there. That high elf is going to shield and is higher fight value than Fall on. So, shielding high elf, could do with a 6 at this point. Oh, and Fall on's heroic combat is for waste. Give me a face. And he backs away. He backs away, and we're going to the rest of the combats. So we're going into the next combat. We've got the Clansman and the Axeman. The Clansman is going to feint, as is the High Elf with the bow there, who's got the sword. So your 2 against my 3.
The Clansman is blue.
Yep. Well, it matters at this point, but you get 2 3s. Not amazing, and not as good as that. So back away. We're feinting with the purple dice, and we kill him anyway. So that's another Clansman gone down. And we're going to go into the next combat now. We're going for this combat next. We've got the Fainting Twin, and a Fainting, just one of them is going to faint, and obviously using the fight value of the other, against a Piercing Striking Axeman of Lossenark. Let's see what he gets. Oh. He gets a 6, so, but luckily, I get a 5. That's not good. And he's got no might left. So, these guys are pushed back. Oh, dearie me. So, what are you going for?
What's your strength goes up to?
Strength goes up to 5. Knocks over things, so you're up to strength 5.
Horse.
So you're going for the horse. Are you ready? You need 4s on the horse.
Ah!
So we've got a Fainting Twin against a Fainting Charging Beragond. The Twin is backed up with a Wood Elf Spear. What do you get? He's got a 5. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. And it's better than that, but we do have 1 more point of might.
You've got 2 with Elves and you've got 1 with Beragond. You can't really use it.
No, I'm gonna let him have that.
Oh, okay. Better than using 2.
Yeah. I'm going to let him have that, so we back away, but you have knocked him down, because you still get your charge bonus. So you've got 4 dice against the defence 6, so you need 5s.
Rerolling ones?
You get 1, okay.
Rerolling ones.
Or re-rolling ones.
Use the mic, use the mic. Do it. 2 ones, do it. Backseat camera.
You're worse than me.
Yes, I do.
Use the mic.
You playing? Are you sure? Okay, so fate point number 1.
He's fine.
He's alright. So he's going to live. Fate point number 2. And I'll use his second point of might to avoid that. So down to 1 might over there.
Yeah.
So we've got a shielding Fountain Court guard here against the 2 elves. The elf in front is going to faint. So let's see what happens. And we get 6s. So the purple dice is the fainting one. Your defense 7, so we need 6s. Rerolling ones on the purple, and we get it. So Fountain Court goes down, and with that, that is the end of the combat. So this is how the battlefield's looking. On the balance, I still think Gondor have got the advantage. Let's go to priority. And it's priority to the elves. So at the start of the movement phase, Mr. Crow has decided to call a heroic move with the Fat Man's last point of might. And Gondor has decided to call a heroic march. So we're going to go into the heroic moves and the rest of the turn now. Well, so this is how it's looking. This is how it's looking. So the Fountain Court continue to chase. I've left behind a little bit of a rear guard action. Jamie continues to backseat game over there, giving Steve some nice tips. While I did the heroic march up here. These guys have stayed to try and get a bit of shooting in, and in the meantime these Rangers and the Knights have charged up just to try and help Forlong in the middle. We are now going to go into the shooting. We're starting off with the two elves here who are going to be shooting just at the Fountain Court, which are closest to them. So they need 4s to hit because they've moved half. 1 hits, and they need a 6 to kill. No. Next up we've got the 5 throwing daggers from these 5 Noldorin exiles here that are firing at the 2 which are actually inside of the Elven Cloak range of Gondor. So we need a 4 to hit, and we get 3 hits as predicted. And we need 5s to wound, and we're going to get 2 of these. No! They go down as predicted. I called it, Jamie, didn't I? I did call it. I said 2 of them are going to die, and that means that
I can't wait for the batteries to run out on them.
And with that, I don't think there is any more shooting, so we're going to go into the combat phase. So we've got 3 shots. They've moved, so they need 6s.
I'll shoot this guy one at a time.
One at a time. So you start off with Madriel, or sorry.
It don't matter. He uses might anyway.
Damn up, yeah. Use his might. So let's go.
So we'll start with this one.
So that one. So he'll have that dude in front running.
Okay. Good.
Go on to hit 4. No.
Next guy.
Next one. Hits.
5.
Does he get through? Oh no, he's just shooting at him, isn't he?
Yes.
And he kills him. So next, I've got to edit that out now. And next up, at Gondor, 4s to hit.
Hits.
He hits.
5s.
Oh, I had that roll for about 15 minutes.
Ouch. And that was a close one, but with that Gondor shooting, we are going to go into the combats. So we're starting off with Beragond, who charged in, and we've also got the Wood Elf Spear, who is going to be shielding, parrying even. Okay, so let's see what happens. We get a 3, and we win it on fight value. Nice. So nothing happens there. We're then going to move on. We're going to go for this Axeman here, the Axeman that's on 3. We're going to feint with the 1 high elf that can.
Piercing strike.
And you're going to piercing strike.
Is it what, the on 3?
Yes, these.
So he's going to be on them 3, yeah.
Oh, sorry, actually, no, he's on 2. On 2, sorry. Yeah, 2, 1 fainting. So you're piercing striking. Let's see what we do. And we get the 6, so we take it. So he's trapped. So we've got the fainting is the purple. What do you go down to with your piercing strike? You go down by 3, so 2. So we need
3, 4.
4s. We need 4s, re-rolling 1s on the purple. And he's very dead. So the Axeman goes down. Next up, we've got charging Forlong against 2 fainting high elves and 2 high elves fighting normally. So let's see what happens. You get a 4 highest, and we take it on a 6, and we've got the high fight value. So you are trapped. So we're going to roll this together, because when you roll more dice at once, you've got a statistically better chance of rolling what you need to. So you are defence
6, eh?
6, yep. So you got your horse as well, haven't you? Okay, first lot of double strikes on the horse. So needing 5s. Yep. So the horse goes down. So a throne rider, and he gets back up. And then we've got the next lot, re-rolling 1s on the purple dice, needing 6s.
Cocked.
We've got 1 cocked, and we've got 1 6 here. And we've got a 5 there. So 1 wound. 1 wound.
Fate.
So fate point. He fails it. What fate's he got?
He's got 3 wounds.
Who wounds? How many fate?
He only starts with 1, doesn't he?
1 fate.
Is it 1?
I think so.
So he's down.
Just double check.
He's down a wound, we believe, but we'll come back in a second. So we've got the heroic Axeman of Lossenark, who's piercing striking again, who managed to fight off the Elven Twin last time against fainting Elven Twin, fainting Elf, and then we've got normal Elf as well. So what do you get? Do you get that 6 again? You get a 4.
Come on. Oh.
but we take it. So he is trapped. So we're just going to start off with the fainting double strikes. What do you go down to, by the way, your piercing strike? 4. So you go down by, so you're on 3, so we need 4s. We roll in 1s, and we get it. And we roll that one as well. Okay, so he is dead. So we've got one more combat to do, and that's the elf on the floor. Using his twin blade special rule, he can shield. So he's going to shield.
4 dice.
So does he not think because he's got 3?
No, because he's not got 3 in the profile. He gets 3, or he can shield.
Ah, right, okay. So he's going to shield. So he gets the 4 dice. You get the 5s. No. And we get 6s. And we stand back up and fight off the onslaught of Gondor. We're now going to go into the next turn priority, which could be key. Let's see what happens. We get a 4. And Gondor gets a 5. Ooh. So, I decided to call a heroic move over here just to make sure I could get the charges I wanted, or it does mean that I've been countercharged by plenty of cavalry in the middle there. And then Steve brought up Faramir and the Fountain Court, and I decided to go for it. That's right, Eristor has led his warband back down here to hold them up as Gondor and his Northern exiles swarm in on Damrod and the remaining rangers that were there. So, with that, there will not be any shooting. We are going to go into the combats. So, going into the combat phase, it was Steve's priority. He's decided to go with this Fountain Court versus 2 elves here. The elf at the front is going to feint. You are going to...
yeah, I'll feint.
You'll feint as well. So, let's go. Told you, tired them out. All that chasing. Okay, so the fainting dice is the purple dice. We need 6s, re-rolling 1s on that one. We get the 6. Fountain Court goes down.
Shocker.
Next up, better odds for the Gondor. We got 2 on 1. I'm guessing both. Well, one will faint. The guy in front. You get a 6, but watch this. Oh no! So you will need 5s to kill. I was going to say you have a different colour dice for your fainting, but never mind. Okay, next up we got 3 on 2. So we're going to have fainting high off, and then 2 normal.
Faint.
And you're fainting when you go in front.
Yep.
Let's have a look. You get 4 highest, and we get 6. Nice. So the blue dice is re-rolling 1s. The other 2 need 6s as well. Oh, and we get 6s on the 1 ring dice. So you're going to be fainting. I've got Eristor, and he's got 2 attacks. So 2 versus 2. You get 4 highest, and we get 2s. So we go back, and we're only defence.
7.
Oh, we're defence 7. Okay, so you need 6s. So after a brief camera dying moment, we've got a fainting high elf against, we've supported with the spear against the fainting Fountain Court with his spear. Let's see what happens. You get the 6, and we only get a 4. So you are going to need 5s to kill the guy in front. Different colour dice for your fainting.
Fainting silver.
Fainting silver. And you do kill him with that one there. So we're going to go into the next combat. We've got Damrod versus Wood Elf Spear. Wood Elf Spear is going to shield. And we get a 6, so you can't win.
That's my favourite 6 I win.
Next up we're going to do the Wood Elf Spear versus the Ranger on its own. And again we're going to... You're fainting and we're going to shield. We get a 5. You get a 5 and we take it on fight value, so you are pushed back. Then we've got a main event. We've got Gondor. Gondor is going to faint, as is one of the... Do they have swords on them? No. So Gondor will faint, and then we've got the 2 Wood Elves fighting normally.
Faint again.
So you're fainting.
Yeah.
You get a 5. It's a good target to go for.
Oh! That's what we said.
This is what we said would happen.
5s on Gondor.
Yeah.
So 5 on Gondor. He gets a 6. So fate point.
Oh god.
Oh no! And unbelievably,
we called it.
I blame Jamie for this.
We called it.
I was going to keep him back. This is your fault, Jamie.
We called it.
So a wound has been caused on my leader, which unfortunately means that Steve is in the lead. So I better break this.
I find it quite fortunate, not unfortunate.
Yeah, let's go into the rest of the combats. Next up, we've got the 2 charging Knights of Minas Tirith, the one that was charged versus the twin. So let's see what you get with those three. You get a 6, and we also get a 6, and we beat you back. So they move back, so quite an important moment there. I'm going to go to the next combat. Which one do you want to do next?
Do this one.
So we've got Beragond against the fainting Wood Elf Spear. You've only got the one dice.
Me, didn't you?
Yep. So we get a 6, and you are pushed back. Next up,
Forlong.
so we've got Forlong against a High Elf Spear, and then 2 High Elves which are fainting.
I can piercing strike with that, can't I?
With your spear.
Isn't it classed as an axe as well? Or is it just the axeman?
You'll have to check. So he can't do any special strikes. So let's see. He's got 2 attacks. He's up against these. Oh, we've got 5 to beat,
6.
and you get double 6s. You do beat them back.
Man.
So you are strength 5, are you?
Yeah.
So you need 4s on the guys with bows, and you need 5s on the other dude. 1.
Guys with the balls.
No, and you don't kill them, and we move on to the next combat. Okay, the Ranger's going to faint here against a shielding High Elf, and then of course we've got the charging Knight of Minas Tirith. So you get 5s, we get 5s, and we take it on fight value, and they are moved back. He survives. Next up we've got a fainting Ranger against the High Elf Bowman. Just going to fight it out. You get a 4, and the High Elf gets a 2. So you need a 5 to wound. Rerolling 1s. Ooh. Rerolling 1s. Hey! And you kill the High Elf. So this has turned into a good turn. Maybe a key turn for Gondor. Next up we've got the Twin on Foot against a fainting Ranger. The Twin on Foot's going to faint because he's supported by the Wood Elf Spear. So let's see what we get. We get a 5. This is where you get a 6. Or you get a 1.
You always have a 6.
Yeah. Okay, so you can move back. You're not trapped. So we need 4s on the 4s rerolling 1s with the Twin. We'll do that first. And yeah, we get him.
And the Rangers will both faint.
Yep, Ranger's fainting, charging Knight of Minas Tirith with his lance against a fainting High Elf supported with Spear. We get a 4. Oh, you get a 4.
Oh.
So we win that. Okay, so the fainting one, we're going to go for one of the Rangers needing 5 rerolling 1s. 5 rerolling 1. No, and then just a 5. Hey.
Any?
The one that's closest to the Twin. And with that, that takes us to the end of the combats. So 2 off breaking for Gondor, but a wound on my general. So you are in the lead. Let's go to priority. You get a 6. No, he doesn't, because I caught the right move before. And he does get it. Wow, so it's all happening. It's all happening. With Gondor getting priority. They have charged in on Gondor, who's going to go down. So I think my only hope really is to get those 2 models. And charge everything here. Everything's tied up over here. And in the meantime, a real battle is going to be going on down here between the High Elves and Faramir's Fountain Court Guard. So with that, there won't be any shooting. We're going to go into the combats. So the first combat is the charging Beragond on the 2 Elves that are just going to fight it. They're going to go for it. We won't say that that's cocked. So you win it, so you knock them down?
Yeah, so double strikes. And it's...
Wood Elf on 4s, you're on 5s.
Okay, so I'll do 2 at a time.
Yep.
Wood Elf first, needing 4s.
Kill him.
Should have said High Elf first,
Yeah, double 6s.
High Elf, needing 5s.
No. So the High Elf lives and survives against Beragond. We've got Fat Man versus the Elf Archer. Let's see what happens. We get a 3, so you get a 6, so you take it. So you've got 2 dice striking him, you need 4s.
Oh.
You get Snake Eyes.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So you get moved back.
Shouldn't
So next up, the charging Knight of Minas Tirith against the High Elf Archer. Again, just fighting it out. We get a 3, but you get a 4, so you take it. So he's knocked down.
4s.
So you need 4s. And you kill him. So nasty round for the Elves this. They're going down quickly. Next up.
Let's do this one.
Okay, so we've got my 2 on your 1. You get a 5. We get a 3 highest. Oh dearie me. Right, so
You're on the horse and 5's on the man.
4's on the horse, 5's on the man.
This is on the horse. He's got 1 fate, 2 wounds left.
Do the horse.
Going for the horse.
4s.
4's. And he gets the 4. So throw rider. And he's okay. So I'll get the foot model out now. Next up, we've got the 3 strikes from the other twin, who's hopefully going to kill these 2 here. Oh no, we've also got no. There's a wood elf there, isn't there?
I'm going to feint.
We've got a wood elf there as well. So we've got feint, and I'm going to feint with the twin. You get a 4, and we get 4s. So luckily we take it. Wrong. It's not going too good. Okay, so we need 4s, re-rolling 1s with the twin, and we kill him. So 1 off breaking.
Ooh. I'll do this.
Yeah.
And he'll feint.
And here, you're fainting there, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to go for it. You get a 2, we get a 5, and we take it. So we need a 5 to kill you. Oh, and we don't do it. And next up we've got fainting high elf and the spear high elf there.
Feint again.
Against the fainting ranger. You get a 3, and we get a 4, and we take it. So the fainting dice is the purple dice, needing 5s. We get it's double 1, so we need a 5. Oh, so he's still not broken. We still need to kill 1 more.
Right.
Next up.
Let's do these 2. 1 on 1, I'll feint.
Yeah, I've just got to go for it.
Oh.
So we take it. So we need the 5s. No. We get a 1.
What's this one, did I say?
Yeah. You lost. You move back. Next up, we've got the... Yep, and we're going to go for it. You get a 6. And we get the 6.
Of course we do.
Yeah, obvious.
It's about time. Here we go. So we need 5s.
No,
And we kill him, and so we have broken him, so that's good.
5-3.
Okay, so here we're going to...
You got to fight off parry.
I'm going to parry here. Here we go. He gets the 6. As do we, and we fight him back. Next up we've got Gondor. And charging 3 knights. He's got 6 dice.
Does Gondor get a 6?
6.
You get the 6. Does Gondor get the 6, or is my leader about to die? Oh no! He gets a 4 highest, so he is knocked down. So these guys, they're going to need 4s. So, you've got 6 dice, needing 4s. Here we go. You've already...
12 dice.
Sorry?
Yeah.
12 dice.
Sorry, yes, 12 dice. Oh dearie me.
1 wound will do it. We're just leaving that aside.
Oh. 3 wounds. And Gondor has died. He has died. Next up we've got Eristor against the Fainting Fountain Court and his support. So 2 attacks. You get a 6. As do we. So we need 6s. No. And you get pushback. He has Bane of Kings, so he gets to re-roll. So let's see if he can get 6 second time round. No. Double 4s. Ooh. Thanks though for that, Jane. Next up we've got Fainting Fountain Court and Fainting High Elf with their respective supports. Let's see what we get. You get a 6. And we get a 4. So you're going to need 5s to kill the guy in front.
Silver's fainting.
Silver's fainting. No. I'm going to go on to the next one. The next one I am going to shield in this one.
This one, yeah?
Yep.
Faint as normal.
You're going to faint. Get a 4. We get a 6. And we take that and the Fountain Court is pushed back. Next up we've got the High Elf with his support here. High Elf will faint as will the Fountain Court.
I'll shield.
And you're going to shield.
Yeah.
You get 4. And we get 4s. And we take it. So, fainting dice is the purple dice. We need 6s. Nope. And we don't get it. And he gets pushed back. Next up we've got the 1-on-1 here.
I'll shield.
I'm going to go for it. You get a 6. And we get a 2. And unfortunately that 2 isn't enough. So next up, we've got Faramir against against the High Elf Archer, who's obviously going to roll a 6 and win the roll off.
6.
He's going to get the 6 and win the roll off. No, he's not. He gets a 2. So you need 5s to wound him, and you get 4. And you're going to use a point of might. You might as well. And another High Elf dies. So a terrible turn for the High Elves, but they have broken Gondor, so it does mean courage test. So hopefully, some of these knights will run away. We shall see. Let's go into next turn priority. You get a 4. You get a 6. Oh no! So it is not looking good for the Elves with Gondor getting priority. They have charged in over here and pretty much everything, past all of their appropriate standfasts, past all their courage, which is going to go into the slugfest now, go straight into combats. So the first combat, we have got Faramir calling a heroic combat against the shielding elf. So you've got the 3 dice because of the spear support. You get a 5 highest, but watch this 6!
Use the mic to draw.
There's a roll off. You've got a 50-50 chance.
You know what, yeah. It's late.
Oh. Edit.
Yeah, flip it because it's late.
Okay, so it's a roll off. So on a 1 to 3 it's you, 4 to 6 it's me. And it goes to Steve.
Oh.
So Faramir goes on to fight against the next shielding elf, who gets a 6 and beats back Faramir. Stop his killing spree and hopefully prevent the breaking. Next up, we've got the High Elf versus the
Fainting.
So you get a 2, and we get a 5, and we take that. So we need 6s to kill the Fountain Court.
No!
Oh yes, Element Games dice. That's right, I needed that. Next up, we've got. You're going to faint, yeah? I'm going to go for it. Let's go. You get a 5. We get a 3, so you win that. So you need 6s, re-rolling 1s. You get a 4, and we're okay there. Next up, we got 2. We got a fainting Fountain Court and fainting High Elf with their relevant supports. You get a 2 highest, and we get a 6. Oh. So the fainting dice is the purple dice.
Oh.
Good job, because we need 6s and we got 2 1s. Oh, we get a 6 and the Fountain Court goes down. Nice little swing over here. So next up we got Eristor. Eristor on 2. Let's see, you're fainting. You go in front, you get a 4 highest. And Eristor gets the 4. So he's strength 4, so we need 6s. Re-rolling, the Bane of Kings. Oh, but we don't need it. We kill him.
Yeah.
And a good little round of combat there for the elves. So we've got a parrying Wood Elf against Damrod, who's fainting, of course, gets a 3, and we get 4s, and we knock Damrod back. Again, we've got a parrying Wood Elf against the charging Knight of Minas Tirith, who gets a 5 highest, and we get 6s, double, to knock him back.
That's what elves do, they just annoy the opponent.
And he does have a wood, they've all got Wood Elf spear, so again, we're going to do the same. We beat you back with a 3. Good stuff. And again, we're going to do the same on that last one. You got 5, you got a chance. No. Oh, you only get 5s, and they are beaten back. So nice moves there from the Noldrin Exiles. Next up, hopefully buoyed on by the Noldrin Exiles, we have got the one of the twins against the charging, whatchamacallit, Knight of Minas Tirith. You get a 6.
Obviously, it gets 3 6s.
You get 3 6s,
Obviously.
which is beautiful. So we need 5s on him, yeah? On 4s on his horse?
Yep.
Just
go for him.
Yeah. On him. And we get him. So the knight goes down. And next up we've got fainting High Elf, we've got normal High Elf, and we've got the Noldrin Exile against the charging Knight of Minas Tirith, who gets a 4 highest. And we get a 5. So he's trapped. So we're going to re-roll these. Needing 6s, re-rolling 1s on the purple dice. Oh, and we get 2 6s to take him down. And this has been another big turn for the elves. A really big turn so far.
Dice,
Next up, we've got the we've got this one over here. We've got Beragond against Twin on foot. Beragond charged in.
Oh,
We got 3. And we got 3s. So luckily we take it. Okay, so he is defense 6. So we need 5s.
Dead.
He's dead. And Beragond goes down. Get rid of that stand fast. So,
come on, 5 balls.
okay, so I'm going to shield on the floor here. So you get a 6, but never fear. Shield in 5/5 elf with element games dice.
Oh, for God's sake. Been robbed.
He stands
Been
back
robbed.
up. He stands back up. I did have a horrendous turn of rolling last turn. So we've got 2 more. But this is making up for it. This is making up for it massively. Yep, okay, so we've got the 1-on-1. Let's go. You get a 6. But wait, everybody.
He gets a 7.
Let's get ready to look at Steve's face when we get the 6. No, we get a 2. So we move back, and you will need 5s. Re-rolling the 1. Oh, unlucky. We're going to shield on this one. 6. Oh, we only get 5. So 6s. And a 2. And big round for the Elves. Big round for the Elves. We're going to go into the next turn. This could really go either way. At the moment, it's 5-3 to the Elves.
Oh.
You get a 2. Oh no! And we get a 1, and you get priority again. Wow. So, Gondor got priority, and this is how it looks at the moment. If Gondor kill 5 more, then I will have to kill Faramir in order to draw the game, which probably isn't going to happen.
Can't happen.
Probably isn't going to happen. Probably. In the meantime, if I kill 2 more, the game ends. So I need to kill 2 more before he kills 5. So it really is in the balance. Steve, it was your priority.
Yeah.
You get to choose the order of the combats, which is oh so important in this turn. So, first up, one of the fights that Steve thinks he's quite likely to win. He's got the charging Knight of Minas Tirith and Damrod. Damrod will be feinting. I will be shielding, parrying. He's going to roll his 3 dice. He gets 6s, but need not fear because see those element games dice signs? Oh, and that's what happens. So they are pushed back, and the beauty of Wood Elves displayed there. Next one.
I'm just not happy at all.
Yeah,
this one.
That one. Okay, so we're going to parry. You get a 6 again. We're just not noticing your 6s because of my higher fight value and element games dice. Oh no, so he's knocked down. So this is a good chance. You need 3s. 3s. Oh, and that is the first one of the 5. So we're going to put these on the bridge, and it's a little death count. We've got this 1-on-1 here. You are feinting. I am parrying. And we knock him back. So that's not one where he's going to get any points from us. Next up, charging Knight of Minas Tirith versus Noldor in Exile. 2-on-2. He gets the 6, so another 6. And we get a 5, so he's knocked down. He's got 4 dice, needing 3s. And that is number 2 of the 5 that he needs to break. So next up, it starts to look a little bit less easy now. So we've got the 2 on the 1 there. So we've got a feinting and we've got a normal fighting. You roll. I should get a 6. So some good 6s when he needs them. And we get it when we need it. So we need 5s, re-rolling 1s on the purple dice. Oh, and we don't get it. And we need to get these to try and get the game ended. Where does he go next?
Not to that.
So we've got the twin who is fainting, and then we've got the 2 normal. Okay, let's see what happens. You're fainting. Oh! Another 6. Oh! And we get the 6s that we need. So he is trapped. He's trapped. So we'll start off with the twin, needing 4s, re-rolling 1s.
She does.
And we just do it. So the twin takes one down. So now we are one model off the game ending on the Gondor side. We're back in a sec. So, a good chance here. Faramir against what would be a trapped elf. Let's see what happens. He rolls. It's a 4 highest.
Oh, come on.
But watch this. For element games. Ah! And I'm fighting. So,
6s.
I need 6s to wound. Oh, and we get a 5 and no wound on Faramir. So, Steve needs to kill these now.
Without losing any, though.
Without losing any, which is the key thing. So, this is the
thing. Do they shield?
Do they shield, or do they try and win and try and get those too? Do you know what? We're going to shield here. You can shield as well if you want.
No, you're fine. Faint,
Here we go. And you're fainting, yeah, of course you are.
Yeah.
Goes without saying. Here we go.
Oh,
See, that's a good 6, but we only get that. So
that again.
you need a 6, re-rolling 1s. You are getting a lot of 6s.
Oh.
You get to re-roll the 1. Here we go. Here's tense. Oh! So he doesn't get it. So, and barring a miracle here, it's not going to happen this turn unless I kill 1 and then the game ends. So we've got a 1-on-1. I've just got to kill 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for it here.
Faint.
And you're fainting.
Oh! So you win.
So we win.
6s.
So a 6 ends the game. 6 ends the game. It's tense. It's element games dice. Oh no. So we get a 3 and it doesn't happen. So next up we've got a fainting elf against a shielding fountain court. Shielding fountain court, get the 6. And we don't get what we need. So it's Eristor. What can Eristor do? What can Eristor do? It's 2 versus, and I'm guessing you got a shield.
Yeah, shield, yeah.
So you're shielding. Reroll in. 5 highest. So we need a 5 on these. Oh, we get the 6.
6.
So now we need 6s. We need 6s. Rerolling. No. A 6 ends the game. By Eristor goes into the next turn. Oh, so we go into the next turn. And you need to kill 3. And I need to kill 1. Let's roll for priority, because this is going to be quite important. You get a 5. So I need a 5 or a 6. Priorities to me, which makes a big difference. Makes a huge difference. Makes a massive difference, because you get to pick the combats. If ever he needed an Element Games die sign, it's now! Oh, no. He gets a 4 and he doesn't get it. And it goes to Steve.
You got 2 points.
Now, we have missed... he's not got any might. We have missed this. We have missed this. This is really key. This is really, really key. Faramir has just rolled his courage test. He has rolled Snake Eyes. We believe he's courage 5 and only has 2 points of will, which means...
courage 17, he's alright. Courage 5.
So that means that Faramir has gone, which means the best that Steve can do now is draw, and he will draw by breaking me. So in this turn, because the game will end at the end of this turn, he needs to kill 3 in order to draw this game.
Damn it, Faramir.
Wow. Wow. Let's see what happens. Wow. So, seriously, anything but a double 1, Faramir would have been fine. But he's gone. But Steve kills 3 before the end of this turn, and he wins. And he did get priority. Sorry, ties the game. It will be 6 each, as opposed to what it is now, which is 8-3. Yeah. 8-3. So Steve got priority. So his key, he gets to pick which fights he does first.
Damrod and Knight against...
Yeah, so we've got a fainting Damrod and a charging Knight versus a parrying...
Can he do it for the 3rd turn on the trot?
3rd turn on the trot. So you get a 5. I can't say anything because it's too tense. Oh, double one, so this is probably going to be the first one down. So let's do the 4 strikes from the
Knight.
4 strikes from the knight first, needing 3s.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's the first one of 3.
Put him on the bridge.
What's going to be really interesting is if you kill this one, which one bite you choose next, because that's really, really key. So again, we've got parrying against the charging and supported. You get a 6. So now's the time for Element Games dice.
Oh, come on!
And that was the time. So that was pretty key because he looked likely to go down. So where you pick your next fights is going to be crucial. So 2 more to kill. Have you taken them off the bridge?
Yeah, for this turn for the 3.
We've got 2 more. So we've got the Fountain Court, who is fainting, against the shielding. Oh, that one first.
Yeah.
Okay, against a normal high elf. This is the 1-on-1. Roll in at the same time. Oh, and he gets it. So he needs 5s, re-rolling 1s. Oh! And he gets the 6. So he needs to kill 1 more to break me. So Steve needs 1 more. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 more combats for him to get 1 more kill from. So we're going to start with the Eristor, who's fainting. We've also got the... there's no point in fainting, there's 60 rerolls anyway. Yeah. We've got the fainting high elf at the front, and then we've got the high elf at the back against a fainting Diamoth. Not a Diamoth, Fountain Court. No. He gets a 4. It's pretty good, but it's not as good as that. So... So the purple dice... I still need 1 more. So purple dice needs the 6s re-rolling 1s. It's cocked. Oh, and he kills him. The high elf kills him. It doesn't matter too much because you just still need to kill 1 more. So you've got this one here. So this is quite important. So we've got a shielding high elf versus a fainting Fountain Court. Oh, and he goes back. So it's going to take some serious heroics from Gondor now. Okay, well no, you've got a chance in this one, haven't you? So shielding against fainting.
What's a 6?
It's a 6, that's pretty good. Element Games dice, don't let me down now! So, after having to wait a long time because the camera filled up with data, we had to go and we had to upload those images. The Fountain Court Guard won his fight against the High Elf, who rolled 2s, who was shielding. He was fainting. If he gets a 6, then Steve draws again. We're building this up because it is a big moment. If he gets a 1, he can re-roll. We're not sure what the odds of this is. If he gets a 6, he's guaranteed a draw. Oh, does that count as... Oh, it's a 3! You called it. And Jamie called it. Now... That's not the end of it because there are still a couple. There are still 2 combats where you might have a chance. Okay, so it's up to you which way round you do this because it was your priority. Either way.
The knight first, yeah.
So you're doing the knight first. So we're going to feint with the 2 guys at the front there.
Do you want to go 2-handed with this?
Hmm?
Do you want to go 2-handed with this?
No, I don't want to risk anything. I don't want to risk a single thing. Let's go for it. He gets a 5. It's not bad, but we get 6s. It's okay. So we're going to go for. that was Jamie, people.
That was Faramir.
So rolling these twice, needing 5s, re-rolling 1s because this is the twin. Yeah. And he's dead. So the last chance for Gondor. The last chance for Gondor. Fainting twin and fainting high elf bowman. Oh my days! This is your last chance. What do you get? You get a 2. It's not good. So if we get 5 1s, 5 1s, and you do it.
Nice.
No. So the twin.
Double check your force numbers.
Twin needing 4s, re-rolling 1s, and it goes. And with that, the game is at an end. Well played. Epic handshake. What a game! We're going to go into the post-battle bat rep breakdown after a victory to the High Elves. Wow. We are in the post-battle bat rep breakdown, and commiserations to Steve after an epic game.
It was a good game. I enjoyed it.
I hope that comes across when you guys are watching it. Now, Jamie's been here watching it and he's been getting involved. It's been exciting, hasn't it, Jamie?
It has been.
That was a great game. I'm glad we got to play that conclusion. It literally came down to that dice roll. You'd have rolled a 6, you'd have drawn it. To be fair, Faramir running off on double ones.
Yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner.
He's gone on a night step.
I think so.
Big time.
So, tactically, how did you find that game?
Yeah, I think I approached it right. I think I'd done everything I needed to do. I kind of knew what you were doing here. I knew you were just going to drag them out, etc. And I kind of thought that split your force, but my fiefdoms, when you hit my fiefdoms with the twins and the wood elves, etc., I didn't expect them to fall so quick.
Yeah, it went down reasonably quick, didn't they? They did go down reasonably quick. That was my goal, really, was to try and make sure that your knights, which were always going to cause the most damage, Faramir and the Fountain Court Guard, were out of fights with me for as long as possible. So to have you chasing was a good thing. And go up the middle, try and get rid of those fiefdoms. But your rangers nearly pulled it back when they came across.
Yeah.
And sending your knights back up the middle really made a difference.
Yeah. It could have got there a turn earlier. It could have been totally different, but you know, hindsight's a great thing, isn't it?
It is indeed. And I, at the start, didn't think that I had much of a chance, I have to say. I thought that you were going to take that, so it's one of those games I'm really pleased to come through. Been a bit stressful. And we're absolutely shattered. It's like nearly 1 o'clock in the morning filming this battle report, so we hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more of Steve's
losses.
you were on a little bit of a winning streak till tonight.
Yeah.
If you want to see more of Steve's Gondor, or you want to see more of my High Elves, make sure you comment below and let us know as always. And comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your Hobbit.
And happy strategy battle gaming.